time with family, whatever helps you to bounce back. Do it regularly with prayers, with bandagi, meditation, body care. C, with the care and coping account. So that's what we're going to go next. But let me just finish what these are. D is deposits. So we're going to talk about deposits and coping account, and I'll talk about that in a second. Keep using 5 Ds that I already talked about. Diminish, delay, delete, delegate, or deal with your stress. E, create equilibrium. Body cannot heal unless it is in equilibrium, balance. And so try to create equilibrium, modify expectations, embrace the imperfect life. Life is imperfect, and there are things that are not going to be perfect. Embrace it completely. F, have fun. It's very, very important that you have fun, because that gives you life. That would make you feel you are living your life. You can have fun at work, you can have fun at family, you can do all the things that you're doing. Having fun would make it feel like you're living your life. And G is for gratitude journal. And how many people practice gratitude journal here? Come on. Nobody practices gratitude journal? Come on, raise your hand.
Not regularly.
Sometimes they do it on
it's not
computer,
consistent.
not by hand.
And so can you share what is gratitude journal?
Oh, it's just taking an assessment of the day and just looking at each and every part of your life and feeling immense gratitude for your children, your partners, the air that you breathe, the food that you have the opportunity to eat, the abundance that's just huge around your life, and being thankful to actually be alive and be where we are today.
So that's great, and the prayers gives us that opportunity when we are doing morning prayer, when we are doing evening prayer. We have recently kind of adopted for when we are doing prayers at home, instead of saying Ya Mola do this, Ya Mola do that, we start with saying thank you Allah Mia for thank you Allah for all the blessings that you have given us. Please continue to bless us with happiness and peace, or strength of iman, or whatever. So starting all prayers with thank you Allah, thank you Mola for whatever, all the blessings that you have given us. Sometimes counting them really helps. The gratitude journal that I prescribe and I practice a lot, and the gratitude journal that I first wrote was after my car accident, when I broke my right hand and I could not write, and I realized how important my right hand was. Few months later, I was sitting in pain with my hand, with all these casting around. I started writing with my left hand, and that was the first time I wrote my gratitude journal, which said, today I am grateful for being able to write with my left hand, being able to endure this pain, being able to see outside my window, having this pillow to rest my hand. It was excruciating pain, and when you are in pain, it's very hard to think positive. It's very hard. People who go through that, they know when you are really depressed, when you are sad, when you are in pain, it's very hard to think positive. But there are things that help you change that mood, and gratitude journal is one of that. So a lot of people practice that daily. Some people practice it in the morning, some people practice at night. I like to do it in the morning. Some people do it at the end of the day. When you were watching Secret, they talked about carrying a rock in his pocket. This guy was carrying a rock in the pocket, and every time he would touch, he would thank for something. One of my patients, he carries a keychain from his granddaughter, because that helps him remind how grateful he is for his granddaughter, and it kind of shifts his mood. Whenever he's upset, he touches that keychain that was given by his granddaughter, and it helps him change his mood from the negative to focus on what you do have rather than what you don't have. And so let's talk about some of these foundations, thinking foundations that help you to accept and being in the moment and do your meditation and mindfulness. Number one is non-judging. Have you noticed that all the time our mind keeps on judging? This is right, this is wrong, she should do this, she should know that, she should not do that, the light should be dim or light should be dark, or this should be this way. Our mind is constantly labeling and judging. One of the techniques that you can develop gradually with awareness is try to be non-judging. Accept things as they are. The sky is blue. It's not good or bad, it just is. Rain is the fact of life in Seattle. It just is. No, it's not good or bad, it just is. So start observing and be non-judging. Whenever you find yourself judging, kind of step back. The second foundation is being patient. Events unfold at their own time. Enjoy the journey, not just the destination. So the example that I used earlier, that butterfly comes out of cocoon in its own time. You cannot force it. Remember, last couple of months back, there was a wazin in our Jamaat Khana. He was talking about this story of this kid who really wanted to help this butterfly which was trying to come out of the cocoon. And so just wanted to be innocent friend, just goes ahead and breaks the cocoon so the butterfly can come out earlier. And what happens? Butterfly couldn't fly because the butterfly has to squeeze through that shell to get rid of the water in its wing to be able to be light and fly. So if you try to push something, go faster than it's supposed to, sometimes things don't go the way you expect. And so you have to learn to be patient and allow the things to happen on its time. The third one is beginner's mind. We have all this attitude. As soon as we get into adulthood, we say, "Oh, I know that. I've read it. I've been there, done that." And what you do is, by saying that, you lose the opportunity to learn. You lose the opportunity to enjoy because your brain closes. I know it. We have this attitude. I know it. Whenever you find yourself being in that attitude, say, I'm going to observe. I'm going to enjoy. And start looking at things as if you are the little baby. Everything excites my little baby. Water bubbles, oh my God, it's such an excitement for her. Even the cap of the bottle is exciting for her. And so start trying to look at things with the child's eye, and you'll have much more enjoyment of life. Fourth is trust your inner self and inner feeling. Become more fully yourself, not like somebody else, and believe in the goodness, because things do happen. Sometimes they look bad, when they're happening. Just trust that it's going to be okay. This Imam Sultan Umar Shah said, I say you should endeavor to suit your desire to the event and not event to the desire. If a wall tumbles down and crushes my foot, I should say this is the best thing that could have happened to me. I wrote this, I kind of shared this poem a lot. This was done on one day, how our Seattle weather goes from rain to sun and from sun to rain. And so, kids are taught in the school, rain, rain, go away, come again another day. That's a bad attitude to teach kids in Seattle. If you live here, be friends with rain, not go away. So anyways, my son was saying, oh, I want rain to go away. And so that's when this poem came into being. And it says, when it rains, I won't rain. When it shines, I won't shine. When it's cold, I won't cold. When it's hot, I won't hot. I want whatever weather is, and therefore I'm always happy because I always have what I want. Because you can't change the weather according to your desire, but you can change your desire according to your weather, and you could always be happy.
We'll need a copy of that.
And so the fifth one is non-striving. Many times we try so hard, do this, so hard that we actually make things difficult. So sometimes you just need to back off and allow things. So non-striving, trying less and being more. What Tanvi was saying, being. And it happens, a lot of things happen. So learning to non-strive is one of the goal in the meditation. Sixth is acceptance, that we have talked about earlier today. And the seventh one is letting go, non-attachment. And I was going to show you the movie clip, but I'm not going to. And that's from Finding Nemo. How many people have watched Finding Nemo? Okay, you remember that scene when the father is stuck in the whale and he's holding the tongue? And what was the name of the friend? Dory. Yeah. So Dory is saying, let go, and he's saying, I can't let go. If I let go, then I'll be stuck over here and I won't be able to find my son ever. He goes on, and she says, trust and let go. And finally he lets go. And what happens? The whale pushes him out and he's able to go move on in his life. And so sometimes we have to let go. When we hold on to our past, it's like carrying the weight on our back. And so many times, people, when they're really upset about something that has happened in past, I tell them, how long are you going to carry this weight? You have to choose when you're going to let go of the past, things that were not fulfilled, things that people did best, things that, you're really upset about with your family or friends or whatever. How long are you going to carry that weight? Learning to let go would make you lighter, would make your soul lighter, and you'll be able to move on. And so let's kind of